Born criminal or shaped by society? Today we're presenting a question that has fascinated criminology for decades. Are criminals born or are they shaped by society? We will combine what research suggests about genetics and environment, plus real cases, to explain why criminal behavior is not a simple one cause issue. Born or made? Some criminals start young, while others live normal lives for years before committing crimes. That contrast makes this debate so interesting. The big question is a crime something people are born with or something that develops because of what happens around them? Nature versus nurture. Criminology studies why people commit crimes, and this debate often focuses on nature versus nurture. In other words, are we influenced more by genetics or by environment and social life? This presentation follows that exact question through key ideas and examples. Our main idea is clear. Criminal behavior is influenced by genetics, environment, and social factors, but upbringing plays the strongest role. So, people are not simply born criminals. Instead, criminal tendencies can develop through life experience and social conditions. Early biological theories argue that criminals had physical traits and that crime was a kind of biological destiny. Cesare Lombroso believed criminals were biologically different from non-criminals, and that criminal behavior was inherent, almost unbeatable. Modern science disproves those ideas. Physical appearance does not determine criminal propensity, and social context plays an integral role in shaping behavior. So, instead of seeing crime as a destiny, we now look at multiple factors interacting over time. Genetics equal risk. University research discussed in our online highlights that genetics can increase risk, not determine behavior. For example, the online notes University of Queensland findings about intelligence being partially inherited. The key point is, genes may influence tendencies, but they don't decide someone's future.
Twin studies are often used to explore this topic. Research on identical twins shows shared criminal tendencies. However, environment still change outcomes. In other words, even if genetics create vulnerability, life experiences can still shape behavior in different directions. Our outline includes the Cambridge Study in Delinquent Development, a long-term study that followed boys for decades. The point we take from it is that family violence and poverty increase crime risk, showing how environment and early life conditions can strongly influence behavior. Labeling theory explains how labels affect behavior. Edwin Lemert argues that society's reaction to crime can exert a direct influence on identity. Being called a criminal can lead to more crime because the label becomes part of how others treat you and how you see yourself. IQ and crime. Our outline mentions research showing a correlation between lower IQ and crime, but it also reminds us correlation does not mean causation. In our script, this relationship is called an oversimplification because crime can't be explained by intelligence alone. An important reminder is that many white collar criminals have high intelligence. The outline states that crime is not linked only to low education, so we can't reduce criminal behavior to intelligence levels. Crime appears in different social groups and for different reasons. Our script uses Ted Bundy as an example that challenges simple explanations. He was intelligent and educated, yet committed violent crimes. This case distorts the belief that intelligence prevents criminal behavior, and it supports the idea that crime is complex and multifactor. But, on the other hand, many juvenile offenders grew up in environments where crime is normalized. The outline highlights unstable homes, and the script mentioned neglect and lack of support. This shows how environment can strongly influence early behavior, especially when kids grow up at risk.
No single cause. Our outline compares cases. One criminal may be shaped by trauma, while another may be shaped by personal choice and opportunity. The key message is that not single explanation fits all. That's why criminology looks at genetics, environment, and social influence together. Restating the argument, vulnerability versus activation. To restate our argument, genetics may create vulnerability and environment activates or reduce risk. In the script, we say genetics may create tendencies, but environment can trigger or reduce criminal behavior. So, the same vulnerability can lead to different outcomes. Social responsibility, prevention, punishment. Society plays a role in prevention. This script explained that when people grow up at risk, negative experiences can accumulate if society fails to intervene early. That's why education and support reduce crime, and why early prevention strategies are more effective than punishment. Why this matters? Better justice systems. This matters because understanding crime helps improve justice systems. Our outline also states that prevention is more effective than punishment. If we understand how crime develops, we can design smarter solutions that reduce risk instead of only reacting after the fact. Final reflection, not predetermined. Here's the main reflection. Crime is complex and not predetermined. People are shaped, not programmed. In the script, we say what researchers have discovered is that crime is not predetermined. And although biology matters, environments always plays a stronger role. Closing question. So what can we change? To close, our alliance asks, if environment shapes behavior, how can we change society to reduce crime? This crime adds that if society focuses only on punishment, crime's rate will continue to rise. But if we rely education and support our strength, many people will never offend.